Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dalton from Coyote Classics, and today we're going to be doing a well-requested video. It's been a couple months since we've taken you on a tour of the dealership, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to check out some new inventory that we have up front, some stuff that just came off the truck this week. We'll also check out some of the projects we're working on in the shop, and then at the end of the video, we're going to go through both of our showrooms and check out the cars that are up on the site and all finished and shined up. All right, so we're going to start right up here with a big black Ford and a big black Chevy. Both these cars are going to go up on the website for sale today. This one here we're talking about is awfully rare. This is an R code 1969 Mustang Fastback. So the R code was the 428 Cobra Jet car. This one was a factory 4-speed, was factory in this jade green. It's got some neat touches and upgrades that you don't often see on a rare car like this. They did 4-wheel power disc brakes, 4-speed manual transmission, which this car came with, but also added some performance upgrades underneath the hood. Engine's freshly rebuilt, beautiful paint, beautiful interior, and a very rare Ford. Now, if you want one that's more concourse, restored to original, we have one of those coming in too. It's gonna be a candy apple red, restored just to how it came from the factory, but that's an automatic car. This one's awfully nice, a ton of fun to drive, and make sure you check out the walk around and test drive video that we're gonna be filming on that car. Next to that is kind of a sleeper. This is another rare car. It's a 1969 Chevy Caprice, and what makes it rare is what's under the hood. This is a factory 427 Caprice with factory air conditioning, bucket seat, center console, and just a very well-preserved, well-kept, original low-mileage car. Beautiful red paint. It's got a very nice bucket seat interior. And again, the factory air with the 427 is a pretty rare option combination that this one came with. Really good car, a lot of fun to drive, and definitely a sleeper when you pull up next to somebody at a stoplight. All right, so this line we're going to talk about here is kind of the raw goods. These cars just came in this week. Still have to run through the shop, get cleaned up, go through, fix the things that we find on them. But overall, I'm really happy with how these cars came in. This one is another sleeper. With the wheels, you'd think this is more of a resto mod, horsepower muscle car, but it's just a stock 327 66 Malibu. Great color with the turquoise, bucket seat, center console, 327, power steering, power brakes. And I do like the choice of US mag. Really sharp looking car. I'm excited to see this one cleaned up and to the site. And these 4 cars probably won't be available for purchase for a couple weeks as we run through the shop and get them ready for your garage. This is a 1970 Chevelle, and this one is gonna go through some changes here while it's at the shop. Really neat car. It's got an LS2 under the hood, beautiful red paint, TMI bucket seat interior, 4-speed automatic. It's a 4L60E, so they went with the right transmission to back up the power of that LS2. But we're gonna do some things here, dial it in a little bit mechanically, tune it up. I think we're gonna do different wheels, different steering wheel. Really fun car. I drove it yesterday. It's just absolutely wicked. Now, this is one of my personal favorites of the group. It's, you know, a pro touring build. It's a 1969 Chevy Camaro with a fully custom interior and just top of the line stuff. Restoration on this was done 2016. The previous owner that did the restoration said he spent about $100,000 to $110,000 restoring this car, and it shows. You got the custom wheels, spare 4-wheel disc brake, Ricardo racing seats, power windows, and just very tastefully done. Obviously, it's really dirty right now. It just came on a 2-day journey across the United States on the back of a semi truck, so it's awfully dirty, and we're gonna do our thing to it. But I love the interior, the upgraded gauges, 4-speed automatic, power windows, and underneath the hood on this we have a fuel injected 383 stroker, beautiful color. In the comments, tell me what you think about the spoiler. They added a 69 Trans Am spoiler to the back of this Camaro just to give it a different look, you know, a slight modification that provides a different look. I'm debating on whether or not we put the correct 69 spoiler on it and get rid of the Pontiac spoiler. You tell me in the comments what you think. This one here just rolled in last night. It's a 1968 Mustang Coupe. Heavily optioned car with power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning. Beautiful gold color bucket seats. It's got a 302 under the hood. Just from driving it this morning, we will be doing some brake work on it, some front end work, getting everything dialed in. Very nice car, but there's a list of things that we find and take care of on these cars for you, just to make them better, make them more drivable. So now that you've seen some of the raw product that came in over the last couple days, we're gonna go check out some of the stuff that's making its way to the website and coming through the shops. Full circle back and come through the showrooms. You can follow me out to our check-in department. A couple great cars that the boys are working on here that I'm quite excited about also. We have a Pontiac and a little Ford. This is a 1978 Trans Am. Good looking paint, more on that driver spectrum. We're under the hood, you can tell it's just not show quality, but we did get the air work and it does run and drive good. Great looking paint, bucket, seat, center console. Riley's fixing the seat bracket, going through, getting it ready for detail and ready for the website. This one here, you're gonna have to see through the dirt and grime on. Again, it just came across the United States on a truck, so awfully dirty. But you can tell when you look at the bottom side of the hood and engine compartment, just how quality the paint is on it. Did a great job in the high gloss black on the inner fenders. Some of the things that we found on this car, really a good car when it came in. Some of the things we found so far is we're gonna adjust the passenger window to roll all the way down, fix the dome light. Gonna need to go out for an alignment. A couple of things as we start checking this in that we'll take care of. Could be a real good car. Now this one's one of my personal favorites that we have in here right now. It's a hard to find 1971 Pontiac GTO. Got the 400 4-barrel with a 4-speed manual transmission. Added the vintage air conditioning. It's got a really good look. Lowered stance with some nice 10-spoke chrome wheels with Pontiac center caps. Really a cool car. You don't see many of the 71s. We get a lot of 68 to 70s. Not too many 71s. I love the front end on these. All right, in this shop, Tim's working on a sold car. Every car that's sold here always comes through the shop before it goes out and goes through another inspection before we ship it out to your garage. We're gonna go through, make sure all your lights are working, your battery test, go through, make sure alternator's charging. Just check over everything as best we can to make sure it's just ready to rock and roll for when you get it. This GTO I'm excited about. It's a really cool car. I actually bought it and it was chrome. It was chrome wrap. The guy somehow had receipts for almost $200,000 restoring it and then decided to put a chrome wrap on it, which the more I looked at it, I liked the chrome wrap, but you know, for the resale part of it, probably better in a silver. The jam paint is beautiful, and underneath of the car is just as nice, you know, as the exterior. All painted body color, everything new. But even with a car like this that guys spent a ton of money restoring, everything's new, there's still a lot of shit that didn't work. So that's what Ryan's working on now, getting the wipers to work, the tach to work, the hideaway headlights, the air conditioning, so much that just needs to be gone through and dialed in, get everything working. Under the hood, obviously we got all the body shop dust from the exterior repaint, but I'm excited for you guys to see the undercarriage pictures of this one up on a hoist.
I think we might have to call her Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, I like it. In this shop, Brant's working on another soul car. We have the vintage air installation on this beautiful 39 Ford. Probably the coolest looking street rod I've ever seen with that all red interior, plush leather, just very, very well built. So on this one, the gentleman that purchased it is out in Arizona, and obviously it's hot in the desert, so he wanted some air conditioning. So we put that on there, it turned out great. Now we're just finishing up the rest of our ticket on this one, and it'll be loaded up and sent out west. This is a new arrival. Guys went through in the shop the other day, got a lot of the little stuff taken care of. We noticed it had a pretty sizable transmission leak, and it turned out that it's the front seal, we believe. So Mark's gonna pull the transmission out of it, put a new front seal in it, and get that transmission leak fixed. Now, the thing people have to keep in mind is these are old cars, and a lot of them leaked new on the showroom floor. So obviously it's impossible to fix every leak, but when we find a major leak, we always do our best to get that fixed. But if you have an old car, you know the drill. You want to keep a piece of cardboard close by when you park these things in your garage, because if they're not leaking now, at some point a lot of them do drip a little something here or there. We have the detail today. We have a 70 Chevy Camaro, another second gen. We have a really cool 72 we're going to show you in the showroom here in a minute, but this one's a big block 5-speed manual transmission car. Fast, fun to drive, good color. I think that paint's going to shine up really nice when Andy gets done with it, but just a cool driver. Going back here, Andy's got this ready for undercarriage pictures. I'll just kind of show you what we did. So I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures here to post on the site for you guys to look at. And for any of you looking at a unibody car, whether it be a second gen Camaro or a lot of these Mustangs, very important to look at these rear frame rails. A lot of times you're gonna rust here in this rear frame rail and where it meets the floor pan. This one's actually very impressive, solid and original metal. We don't like to undercoat them. We like to be able to show them just like this, where you can see that original metal. Frame rails look really solid. It's got new exhaust. Floor is very solid, original. Look at that big old 5-speed in there. Big old
yeah, it's crazy. Richmond 5-speed.
Richmond 5-speed. You checked this one in, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
So we'll get some pictures of this and we'll continue on our journey through the showroom. All right, we're gonna check out the showrooms quick before we close this one out. A lot of pretty neat stuff in here, and also a ton of sold cars. And been very busy selling a lot of cars, and now we need to get them shipped out so we can fill it up again. This is a 1963 Ford Thunderbird, beautiful lavender color, and a factory air car, which is pretty rare in '63. I like those cars a lot because you get a lot of bang for your buck. You can buy a nice one like this in the low 20s, and still have a muscle car with a 390 in it. Great look, a lot of style. Cold air, and still get a nice classic under that 30 grand mark, which is unfortunately getting harder and harder to find in today's classic car market. This one just sold this morning. Beautiful 65 Mustang Coupe. Behind us, 68 El Camino, that also sold. And in this back row, we have a 1976 Camaro Restaurant. Beautiful black paint, 4-speed manual, 383 stroker. Just a really fun second gen Camaro. Behind that is this truck, a beautiful truck. I'm surprised it's still here. I like the step side short boxes. Cool color, a lot of metallic in this brown or copper. Upgraded radio, bucket seats, pretty old truck. And all these that we're showcasing in the showrooms you can check out in much more detail on our site, coyoteclassics.com. You'll see the undercarriage pictures, the walk around test drive video, and all that information there. This is a 1991 Camaro Z28 1LE. Very rare factory race car that Chevy made in 91. Behind it is 66 Chevelle convertible. Got a built 350 in it, a lot of fun to drive. 69 Oldsmobile Cutlass S. S meaning it's the Cutlass Supreme is the fastback version. It's got the Cutlass S hood, which is similar to like cowl hood with the louvers. And just a beautiful low mileage. 72 Chevy Nova Super Sport, we sold that. This is a spring green car, it's a 1 year only color. They only made this color in 1972. And I like it an awful lot. It's kind of out there for Chevy. You know, you always thought of Mopar as the bright colors, the bright color factory options. Chevy tried it in 72. I wish they would have stuck with it because it looks great. 1963 Ford Fairlane 500, another car you don't see very often. Not too fast, but it is kind of fancy. And this one is kind of the odd duck in the showroom, not a 60s, 70s classic. This is a 2023 Corvette 70th anniversary edition, which with the 70th anniversary, you get kind of the red line wheels, the suede steering wheel, a lot of really cool features. Only 1,200 miles on this car. And if it don't sell here soon, it's gonna be a lot more because I'm gonna be driving that around. That's a sweet car. Sitting here between the offices, we have a couple Camaros. This one here is another 1991, just a Z28. And then right here, 79 Z28 with T-tops and a 4-speed. Really sharp car, and I like both of these because again, they're great classics. You can take to shows, drive, have fun with, and still not spend a fortune. It's not a 70 Chevelle price or 69 Camaro price. You can get into these cars with a number that starts with a 2 and still have a lot of fun. 1978 Pontiac Firebird. Some of these we're gonna gloss over, and if you like them, check them out in more detail on the site. How's Pat?
Good, you?
All right, back in this corner, we have a special one. This is a 1961 Chevy Corvette. Factory triple black car with the black codes. I think there was only like 1,040 made in that color combination. But what's more impressive is what's under the hood. It's a factory dual 4-barrel car, and 61 was the last year that you could get that in a Corvette. This one's got it, all numbers matching, concourse restoration. Very, very, very impressive car. And another one that definitely warrants checking out in more detail. 1973 Chevelle, just a little Malibu, but a very hard to find 73 for whatever reason. Just can't find these. I think there's been one on record sold in the last year, and there's going to be 2 here pretty soon because someone's going to scoop that one up. Really clean, low mileage car, 40,000 miles on the odometer. Very neat. The Mustang sold, the Camaro sold. Nobody just dropped the price on that today, $39,900. Great color, air, beautiful interior. Just a really cool car and well worth the money. This is a 1996 Trans Am WS6. So not just your regular Trans Am, it's got the WS6 option with the performance 5.7 liter, WS6 wheels and all the goodies that come with that. 69 Mustang is sold. But next to that is one of the wickedest Mopars I've ever been in my life. Fast as hell. It's 440 punched out to 500 cubic inches according to the previous owner. I bet it's got about 700 horsepower. It's just absolutely nasty. All that horsepower and still a show quality paint job, show quality interior, but make sure you watch our test drive on that. Wicked fast. 2 more Camaros. This is an 81, very low mileage, original paint, factory 4-speed, just a low mileage time capsule car. And this is a rust of mine, 1972, split bumper, built 350, 4-speed auto, a lot of fun. Chad and Lisa actually took this about a 1,000-mile trip just a couple weeks ago. And the car performed great, no issues, run and drove great for him. So that's always a great bill of confidence when you can jump in a classic car, take it 1,000 miles, and not have any problems. It says a lot about the car. 1974 Chevy Camaro Z28, beautiful color, automatic, Scott Air, a lot of fun. In the back, 1969 Chevelle SS convertible. Factory red on red car, which is very hard to find. And it's also very hard to find one that's this nice. Show quality paint, show quality interior, got a big block under the hood, and wicked fast, fun to drive car. And then to cap it off, 1970 Chevy Monte Carlo, another low mileage, clean, original example. Numbers matching 400, just a really crisp car. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below. And make sure you're checking out the channel weekly for updates. Things are always moving and changing here, so it's always exciting. And if we don't have what you want now, I'm sure we'll have it next week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.